Number 10 says which ordered pair is the solution for the given system. Okay, so we can either plug this x and this y into both of the equations and see which one of these four answers is true for both of the equations, or I can solve this by using graphing, substitution, or elimination. Guys, when I look at this question, I'm noticing that these two equations are lined up really beautifully for for elimination. Elimination's that one where I go and just say add. But I'm also noticing that nothing's going to cancel. However, if I get this 1x to become a negative, then my x's are going to cancel. So I'm going to go into the bottom equation and distribute a -1. Now, I could have distributed it in the top equation, but I'm going to choose to leave the top equation alone. So x minus 3y equals 9, and I'm going to distribute a -1 to the bottom of equation, which gets me -x plus 2y equals -1 times 5 is -5. Now I can go ahead and say add these two equations, because when I do this, x plus -x becomes 0. -3y plus 2y becomes -1y. 9 plus -5 becomes 4. Now I've got to solve it for y, so I'm going to come in and divide by -1. When I do that, I get y is equal to -4. Now, this is where I want you to use some really smart test-taking skills. Guys, if I had to write my ordered pair right now, it always goes x comma y. Isn't -4 going to be the second number in my ordered pair? So look at these four choices. Look at the second number in those four choices. Right there, you should know that your answer is D. Now, if you wanted to keep going, you can plug that -4 into one of these top equations. So instead of putting x minus 3y equals 9, guys, if y was -4, I'm going to come into where the y is, and I'm going to plug in a -4. Then I'm going to solve. Well, -3 times -4, that's going to get me a 12, positive 12. Then to get the x alone, I'm going to come in and minus 12 from each side. That gets me x is -3. If you look back at letter D, which we knew that was the answer, the x is 3. So I'm done. Now, this was an interesting question because you could have solved it a ton of different ways. Guys, if you are really, really good at solving for y, you could solve them both for y and plug it in the calculator and check to see where do the two lines touch. And that's going to be your answer. So just know that you're not stuck to the methods that I'm doing in this recording, but I am trying to choose the ones that are going to be the quickest for us.